Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It's 2 Negative AE, and welcome back to another episode of Vagante. This time is a little bit different because my audio ended up not recording this time. So um, here I am in the post commentary here to explain to you what happened because this was a really good run, and I was like super depressed when I realized that my audio was not recording. So right away we're going aesthetic wildling. It's just my favorite go-to build. If I ever play wildling, I always play aesthetic. It's either strong or aesthetic, but I think aesthetic really helps you out because it gives you that extra health, and that extra health is always very nice. And I think in this run I drop down to like 9-6. Just having that little bit of extra health that I wouldn't have normally had with the strength, with the being a strong wildling, I think really helps out. So this first level is pretty easy. There's a big pool of water. The dragon dies in like a half a second. We have no money to deal with any stuff or anything, but we do manage to get some good gloves and a healing wand, but it's cursed. So we'll be waiting until we find that uncursed scroll to equip it. But a healing wand is not very common, so it's good that I got a healing wand, much less any wand, really. I don't really see wands anymore. I used to see them a bunch, but now I don't really see them as much. It's just luck, I guess. Um, Here we go. There's a lot of enemies that I'm fighting down here, and I'm very surprised that I didn't take as much damage as I could have there. There was a lot of enemies that were bouncing between, but whatever. Right now we're just using our fists, so that guy took a little bit to kill, but other than that, I think we're pretty alright. We can't get down there, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade Pummel so we can change the direction of our hits when we're using a fist weapon. We did just find a cestus on this floor, which is really good because the cestus is usually something that I don't find until like way later on in the game. So I'm glad that I found it here, so I didn't have to go like berserk. Um, Although the game's been kind of kind to me. So we're going to take ferry and we're going to take chicken and we're going to head to the exit, hopefully. Um, Unfortunately, that slime makes me drop ferry and ferry gets scared, but it's fine. So now the goal is just try to get chicken to the end, and chicken is just being a complete dick and not doing what I want it to do. It takes me like a good like 5 minutes to get chicken in, and then boom, he just doesn't even come in because chicken's a dick and I hate him. Whatever. This floor is Worm Boss. I think we see him right away here because, yep, there it is. This is probably the hardest fight. I'd probably take the most damage out of all the bosses of this boss because we were fighting around spikes, so I didn't want to take too many risks because it's always risky taking risks around spikes, and I don't really necessarily want to do that. So it was kind of just like, let's hurry up and kill him safely without having to deal with the spikes, and it ended up working out. So we're about 90 health right now, 92, I think. If I'm reading that correctly, it's a little bit small on my editing screen. I have my editing screen like super small for some reason. I should probably make that bigger. Um, 83. So we're jumping around. We're trying to get better statted things. I don't know why I'm chasing that guy because I don't have any gold because I'm aesthetic. The one downside to aesthetic is that you don't get the items that the shopkeeper may have. But most of the time, shopkeeper's items are stupid anyway, so there's really no reason to get them. And it's not to say that he isn't like a pushover once you get strong enough to deal with him. We're at 3 poison resist right now, so I'm not too worried about the poison. I just have to get my 4th poison stack so I can just run through this level without having to worry about anything. We're going to play the darkness there for a second, or the bloody. I think it's called the bloody now. I think it's called the bloody. But the the bloody allows you to get stat boosts at the cost of 33 health, and I don't use it enough ever in my entire life do I ever use it enough. So we're using it there, and I think I also use it maybe like 1 or 2 more times in other levels as well. It's just a good statue, and I should really use it more because it gives you more stat boosts on top of the aesthetic that I already had. That guy was rough, but once I got him on the ground with the freezing, I have freezing aura up right now. Once I got him on the ground with the freezing aura, he turned into kind of like a pushover. Um, yeah, so we go through the chest, we get everything in the chest. We're not going through any secret worlds this time around. We're just kind of walking around. I wanted to go to the tower. I remember talking about wanting to go to the tower here, but it was just because if I'll save like a key or something on this next floor, but I won't use it until, or I won't use it ever, because I wanted to go to the Fourth Worlds level, is the level that I was talking about. Because I had already passed the tower by the time I realized that I had actually passed the tower, so whatever. I believe this is the Wisp level. If it's not, it's the Golem level. Of course, obviously, I don't know. We're going to kill Shopkeeper for his shit. We're going to use some of the Smithy to clear out some of our inventory. And we also have so little health that I would feel comfortable using the healing scroll or healing wand. And then we went ahead and recharged it, so that way we would have more recharge. We're just kind of trying to manage our inventory and using as many potions as we can, or that we know of, so that way we can... you know, it's all about inventory management in this game. I feel like a lot of this game is inventory management, because you get so many potions now that you kind of have to pick and choose what you want. Use the Smithy and Deranged statues when you can, and do stuff. So there's another Darkness play. I really should play it more than I play it, but I think yep, there it is. There's another one. I'm taking risks here. I'm taking risks. 33 health isn't that much, especially with aesthetic, and we get that extra health boost anyway. So we basically have the fairy health boost and our health boost. So so it's like we have 20 extra health. So why not use the darkness a couple more times than I would normally? So we get this. We do have a axe to deal with all the golems here. So I'm going to go ahead and deal with all the mini golems first, and then I'm going to go and try and attack golem boss when I can with my axe. Thing with axes is they're cool. I would only use them while jumping, because you get way more movement in the air than you do moving on the ground. So jump before you use your axe, and I think you'll get a lot more use out of the axe. I used to think axes were terrible, but if you do some jumping slashes, they're pretty good, especially against slower enemies that don't move a lot. So it's almost like I have a shotgun for when enemies come up close, and if I need to be far enough away from the enemy, I have my axe as like a, I don't know, like an assault rifle or something. I don't know. I'm trying to put it in FPS terms for no reason, because, like, I don't know. How many of you play FPSs? I don't know. I play them every so often, but I don't know if it really matters. Here's really good because of the nerf to the zombies' attack speed. It becomes really easy for me to just push into them and destroy their life, which is really good. The summoner is a pushover. He's pretty cool. I like fighting him as just like a thing. Especially when he's the first catacombs boss, it gives me the confidence to go through the rest of the catacombs. There's really no reason to fight here, but I wanted to clear out the enemies because there is a smithy on this floor. And I could make a lot of use out of using the smithy and making sure that my inventory is less full than it is. Because if you look at it right now, it's fucking crazy full. But we're going to do some work on it and get rid of some stuff. We also have a couple potions that I'm thinking about. I think the yellow is regeneration because I have 2 of them. And usually the one that I have more of, it's either poison or regeneration. So I identify that, and it is regeneration, so that's good. So I'm looking for another darkness soon, so that way I can do stuff. This guy is always giving me trouble, Resident Evil boss, so I'm thinking about skipping him, but instead, he's kind of right in my way. So I thought, well, we have a death protection at this point, so we'll run with the death protection for a while, and then we will do what we can. We're gonna get some rock heads and stuff like that. We will also attempt to take down the skeletal dragon as well, because the skeletal dragon is always giving me trouble as well. My last 2 Vagante shorts have been videos of me trying to run from that man. We're at 41 health, but we do have a regen potion, I believe. I think we have 1 regen potion and a couple books. Oh no, we used all our regen potions. Alright. We can't use the light, unfortunately. The light is a health gain thing if you have some gold to pay it, but since we're aesthetic, we don't really get that, so we can't heal off of it, which is fine. So we're going to wait for all these guys to go away, and then we're just going to go and try our best to fight this guy. He actually gets stuck here. We end up using our death protection, but we end up killing him as well, which Puts us at 95, 98, or 85 health. I'm sorry, because we're berserking. We were at 95. And then we just got a vitality item. We're also gonna fight this guy. He's probably my favorite fourth world boss, just because he's like the other bosses, where he's like a thing that you can attack on the ground. If you look at all the other fourth world bosses, they're always like in the sky, like fighting you from the air, and I hate that. I found the teleport scroll. It teleported me like 50 feet in the air right above a platform, so I fell on top of it, which I'm lucky because I think that it just drops you to the top left corner when you use the teleport scroll in the fourth world. So I think I was very lucky that there was a platform there, and the teleport scroll just didn't automatically kill me. Alright, so this guy's a problem because he's in the air, obviously. He does go downward, and I get on top of him, and I'm able to take him out relatively quickly. And then we go, and we obviously just try to go. We use our second death protection that we found just recently, so that sucks. But we lose at 40 health immediately, and then we have to fight Shopkeeper, but the Shopkeeper suicides for no reason. There's a lot of stuff that goes on here. And then I die. It was a good run. We managed to defeat all of the catacomb bosses, as well as all of the fourth world bosses that we came across. There was one more that we could have fought there at the end, but it was a good run. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a little bit shorter than normal episodes of Vagante, but I like to do this post commentary thing anyway, and my audio cut out, so it just so happens that this was the best option. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Lots of visual novel and roguelike content on the channel. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, whatever it may be. And peace out, you guys.